So in my part of the world, it's kind of hard to find a 6-gallon gas can. Most of them are 5 or below. So when I seen these sitting on the shelf of Menards, I got kind of excited and I bought a couple of them because, hey, I always need gas cans. And to my surprise, I was a little bit disappointed. Not in the quality of the can, and not even in the quality of the spout. The spout and the can are both made very well. However, it's the EPA rules and guidelines that make this can stink. And so the biggest problem is there's no vent. No vent means this thing pours and chugga-lugga-lugga and gurgles, and it takes forever to put gas in whatever you're putting gas in. The second major problem is this, holy cow, what a crazy spout. Why can't they just put a simple spout on it? Because the EPA doesn't want us to spill this can and spill the fuel. So you have to take this cap off, which is great. I like caps on gas cans, but now there's a plug on the end, and you say, holy cow, how are you supposed to pour fuel with a plug on the end? Well, there's this spout on the end here. And if you notice, you're supposed to rotate it till the stars align and all the planets are happy with you. And this little lip here, you're supposed to put on, I assume, the brim of whatever you're filling it in. And then you shove this down, and then that opens up just a little bit of space on the top and bottom so you can pour the gas in your vehicle. And let me tell you, it's a pretty stout spring. And without the vent and with the little bit of space you do get with it decompressed, it takes forever to fill whatever vehicle or whatever lawnmower you're trying to put gas into. And secondly, this wants to slip off all the time. The more you tilt the can up, the more you're moving it around, and it slips off, and this thing clogs itself back up, and you got to reposition it so this is on the brim. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate it bad. So I'm going to show you how to fix these cans. We're probably violating some EPA rule or guideline, but I don't really care because I can protect myself from myself. I don't need the EPA to protect myself. So this is how you fix it. First simple fix. Retract, take a pair of side cuts, cut. Get this thing off of here. It's a pain in the rear end. We don't need it. That lets this thing come off. Throw this away. Throw the spring away. Take your side cuts, trim the top a little bit, or even get that out of there. Look, it'll fall right out. That's what we want to do. We're going to shove that on out, get rid of it, and now you have a normal spout. Done. That part's finished, and if you need to cap it, you're just going to take the other part, put your cap back on there. It's tight. It's hard to get off anyhow. Here's how you plug it. Done. Get your gas. Press fit it back on. It actually fits pretty tight and it's not going to fall off. That's step number one. If you find out your gas can still pours slow because there's no vent, and trust me, it will, it needs a vent, you can buy these. And you can buy these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. They are fuel gas can jug vent caps, as you can see on the label. You can buy them in bulk packs so you can give them to your friends and family, and everybody will think you're a gas can hero. Here's what they look like. Look familiar? Just like the old-fashioned gas can vent caps, hence why they're called a gas can vent cap. You're going to need a drill bit, in this case a 1/2 inch or a 31/64. That's what this is. They actually suggest you drill a little small so it presses in pretty tight. You're also going to need something to turn the drill bit. I suggest a power drill of some sort, and you need your plugs. The first mistake that you notice other people have done if you've done your homework and research is they drill right on the seam because they want things to be centered. Don't do that. If you drill on this seam and you press that vent in there, this seam could expand and pop and you'll have a big open slash down the side of your jug. Offset your vent. I know it's not aesthetically pleasing, but you will thank me. Plug, hole. You now have a vented gas cap. So there you have it. You got a working vent. It snaps open, snaps shut. You have a spout that now works. You can still cap it. Put this off, put that back on. It's capped. If it sits in the rain, it's not going to get water in a gas tank. And I personally think it's a lot safer. And I'll tell you why. I had this sitting in the back of my pickup truck, and it was about half full of gas, half full of air, and the sun came out and heated the air up. And we all know what happens to air when it gets hot, it expands. And this thing looked like a giant balloon ready to burst. Now, had this thing bursted, it would have blew gas all over the back of my pickup truck. Or worse yet, what if you had this sit next to a lawnmower and the thing blew up while you was trying to start the lawnmower? It just seems unsafe to me, and it seems pretty gosh darn ignorant that somebody would have said, hey, we need to have ventless gas cans because, well, we might spill our gas cans. So whoever at the EPA thought it was a brilliant idea to make all these restrictions on this gas can, I hate to say it, but they're dumber than a box of rocks.